Hey you guys, it's us. So this is not a review. This is a relationship video for the two people that put in our comments that said, yeah, do a relationship video. So here's to you. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, KOED family. Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife with her Las Vegas shirt on.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
And this is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships and reviews. And tonight, we're going to be talking about relationships.
Yep.
It's been a long time.
Yep.
Like my wife said, out of thousands and thousands of people, only two people requested this.
Just two.
So we're going to give it to the people.
We give you what you
Power
want.
to the people.
Give me what you want. So if this is your first time joining and you haven't subscribed yet and you want to hear all about relationships, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. And on all social media sites, comment down below. But it'll probably just be on YouTube. I'm serious about that. So yeah, old girl ain't got nothing, no makeup, nothing on.
What you got on tonight?
Me.
And where can you get me from?
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But it's
Anyway.
unduplicatable.
Anyway.
So yeah. But yeah, so I'm just plain Jane, no earrings, no nothing. So yeah, let's just talk about relationships. So what you want to talk about?
Dating in your 40s.
Oh yeah, that's good, baby.
Dating in your 40s.
Oh yeah.
It can be rough. It can be real rough, man.
Rough
go ahead.
like I look, honey. So yeah. Okay, so let me just say, we speaking from experience. So the stuff that we talk on this channel, we're not speaking off the...
Yeah, we no counselors, we not no therapists. We just speaking from our experiences in life. So.
Right. So when I initially got divorced, I got divorced at 39. So it was right before 40. So at 40, I thought that, hey, like, I'm too old. Who gonna want to date me? Like, who am I going to be attracted to? I mean, well, who's going to be attracted to me because I'm like too old? That's just what my mindset was thinking. So of course, after I got all of that out the way, and it took me about 10 months to heal from that, I started dating. Well, I was super excited, but I realized, wait a minute, this is not the same dating as it was when I was 16 when I first started dating, because I was married for so long. And it was rough. I cannot lie and say it was not. It was very hard to date in my 40s. I enjoyed it, going on different dates, but just to get to something serious and meaningful and without, guys, for me, just, hey, six. Ooh.
What do you mean? God, that's what they wanted?
I want to six you up. Yeah, that's basically all they talked about, and was I talking to you? I was talking to somebody and saying, well, how did the conversation go? How did you know they wanted sex? Because they would say it, like, they wouldn't say they wanted sex, but they would say sexual stuff, like direct sexual stuff, so it became a little, like, too much. What about you?
Well, being a man, from my perspective, was this. Got divorced in my 40s. It took a while for me to go out there and mingle with the women. So when I started dating, I said, it was like a buffet. The women were just there, and that's the way it is. It's more women to men than the men and women ratio. So I basically, I said, me personally, I thought I was a pretty good catch, had my own house, multiple cars, good job, one child, so, so a lot of women was big, but when I got a divorce, I said I would never, ever get married again, ever. So I just dated, had a good time, had friends, then you thinking, you would think, dating in your 40s that some of the women would be more mature, but they're just as crazy. You just got a little bit more experience when they're crazy. And so yeah, I ran across some couple of crazy ones, and it just one, for me at the time, I just got tired of dating. It wasn't cracked up to like I thought it was gonna be. It was, it was fun for a minute. Then after a while, it got old. It got tiring.
Yeah.
Some women, they had baggage they had to deal with. They brought along. Some women had, they've been scarred from their last marriages or relationships, and I had to deal with it. And I thought, once again, when you dating in your later years, like in your 40s and whatnot, I thought most women, well, a lot of women did have themselves together, but they still had emotional baggage, and trust issues, or they know the ratio of men and women was, especially when a good man was lacking. So when they see a good man, they're gonna lash down on you, pounce on you, and you make sure you don't go nowhere. And that kind of scared me off a lot, because I wasn't ready to get lashed down like that. All I did was date.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
And I can understand, like, too, when talking about, when you're thinking about, okay, so I'm in my 40s, so now you got more mature men that, but I was like, these men play more games than, like, teenagers or young adults. So it was like, they trying to see who can, have sex the quickest, or who can what.
I didn't mean to cut you up, but the reason why men do that, they might not come straight out and ask you for sex, but they will drop little seeds and codes, and then to see how far, see where you take the bait. And if you take the bait, they keep pushing the envelope farther and farther and farther.
And for me, it was a total turnoff. So I knew that they wouldn't be around long because, that was just a turnoff for me because I knew what you were here for. Of course, I was, on the road. I was celibate. So I didn't let a lot of guys know that because I felt like, either they would say, oh, I can handle that, or it would be a turnoff. But I just tried to see the motive, because I didn't want that to be a motive for them to try to, So, but yeah, I thought that dating would be more, it was exciting for me because, I was married for so long that once I got out there, I was like, oh my gosh, I went on this date. I was like, honey, I had a bunch of dates. And I got them all from what? Facebook.
Yeah.
Not the Facebook that you go in there and love match or whatever. Yeah. Just Facebook friends.
Yeah, I remember when I started dating, you get on these dating sites.
I never did a dating
site.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's what they had out there.
Right.
I said, man, you got a free dating site right here on Facebook, man.
Baby, all
man,
day.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I met you, real talk, I thought I was the pimp of Facebook, man. I'm for real. Because I had so many women in my inbox, and I was like, woo.
They was coming in your inbox on their own?
Yeah, some of them like, well, you this and that. And or sometimes I slide in and they come back. I said, man, like I said, my rule of thumb was this. If I go slide in 10 inboxes, at least 2 or 3 gonna answer back. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wonder why you never slid in mine.
Why? Because another thing I know what I do too is that I kind of sit back and see, okay, she's very popular. A lot of guys chase her. I ain't feel like competing. Okay, that's one thing I ain't feel like doing, competing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you come to me, that's different. But if I gotta.
But you said you slid in 10.
Yeah, I'm just saying that was the model. That was my theory back in the day.
So let it be known, ladies, that these dudes, they ain't coming just to you. They coming to a whole bunch of good morning.
Yeah, it was when you say good morning, beautiful. It was a
group text,
a group email, a group inbox. You know what I'm saying? And
well, not just with a bunch of people, because some texts I know on the Android you can text to 10 people and only show with the person you sent it to, but not iPhone. So you got to text to everybody can see. But but yeah, you can send it on a group text and send out 20 people and see who bite back.
And then another thing, this is just my experience, this is my preference here. I try not to date older women with young kids because that kind of hampers me. In case I want to go out of town, when you got to worry about babysitting and all this and all that. So that was, some guys don't mind, but that was my preference, okay? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, some women don't like dating guys bald. They want to date guys they don't like dating. I heard one girl told me she don't like dating guys with beards, so then they ruled me out. So yeah.
And I think one of the things for me, like, when I was dating, I think that a lot of men had a lot of baggage, more baggage and hurt than it seemed like I became more of their
therapist.
Yeah, and it was a turnoff for me. One guy that I wouldn't say we dated, but we did talk on the phone, but we never actually went out because at that time he kind of lost his job. And I'm saying to myself, well, why are you trying to date? And he was trying to get me to come over to his house or whatever. Everything, it was just a turn off. And he was like, well, I'm going to go to the casino and try to make some money and stuff. And it was like, it was just, I felt awkward. I felt like turned off. I felt like, it was just like, how can we even have a conversation? Not that you lost your job, but you trying to talk and date in the midst of you losing your job.
You don't have the finances.
And the focus.
Yeah.
Because every time we talked on the phone, it was more about trying to find a job or go to the casino, try to put groceries out. I don't know if that was a hustle or not, but I didn't bite into it. So some guys have hustle just like they say ladies have hustle. Some guys will try to hustle women out their money to pay their bills too.
Yeah, I got hustle one time. After I got hustled on that first date for that one time, for that $100 for that first date, I set a limit for $40. $40 first date. I said that's as much as I'm gonna spend. And because I said I don't even know you like that. You got $100 out of me on the first date. And I know some guys say, man, $100 ain't nothing. It's not, but it's not about the money. It's the principle behind it for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you like that. Again, to each his own. Right. Some people that don't bother them. But I won't say it bothers me, but I don't like the idea of feeling somebody trying to get over on me.
Oh no, that's true.
That's my principle behind it. Because a lot of women want to get a free meal out of you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, hey, I have told guys, no, I don't want to go on a date. I ain't, and they be like, come on. Okay, then I'm finna just gonna eat your food up. Just take your money because I'm telling you no, and you just insist on. So okay. So I mean, if I ain't had nothing to do, I was bored, someone to take me out, then take me out. But I didn't lead people on, so if I didn't like you after that first date, you wouldn't get in the second one. It's just I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna do something. But I do understand, ladies, and Eddie understand for men the frustration of dating. If you're looking to date with a purpose, date to get married, you're not just out there willy-nilly just trying to, because STDs is real, honey. You got to be careful with all of that. So if you just trying to date for a purpose, for of course, eventually get married, I would say, hold on, don't give up. The times that I was just like, I put a pause on it. I was like, you know what? I'm not dating for a while. Forget this, because I just don't have time for the games. I put a pause on it. Eventually, me and Eddie, connected on. Well, we've been friends on Facebook, but we started talking, and here we are. Of course, there's more to it than that. But I would say just leave it open for dating, just a little. But if you want to take a pause on and focus on you, definitely focus on you, because as they used to always say, he'll come when you least expect it. Your husband will come when he least expect, and when you least expect. And I never really understood that. I'm like, why am I always gonna be expecting? So I don't understand that. But it meant focus on something else. Right. Don't focus on getting married all the time. Once you stop focusing on getting married, then eventually your spouse will come.
All I know is that when I was dating in my 20s, it was totally different than dating in my 40s, because I remember one time I learned my lesson, because when I used to go on a date or meet somebody for the first time, I asked her, so you and your boyfriend, you seeing, well, I'm not saying nobody, I'm singing, okay, bet. I would never, ever, ever go to a female house that I really don't know. Because she told me she was single, she wasn't seeing nobody, so I went to a place, so we were sitting on the couch, chilling, talking, whatnot. We were just talking. We were on the couch talking. Now, she told me she wasn't seeing nobody. All of a sudden, I hear some keys outside, and he unlocks the door, and it's her ex-boyfriend. I'm saying, man, what did I get myself into? You know what I'm saying? I said, this is a dangerous, dangerous game.
Right.
So, luckily, God was with me. Dude told me, he said, you know what? I have no beef with you, bro. Me and her need to go in the bedroom and talk. So they went in the bedroom and started talking. All I heard was screaming, shouting. I eased out that front door and never called her again. But that's what I'm saying. You have to be careful nowadays, man.
You do. The final thing I do want to say, too, is that I've always once I got married, because I understand what it was like being single. I was married, then I got divorced, then I was single. I still have a heart for single people. Like, I want to see single people married. Like, just because I got married don't mean, I'm married. No. And
some single people don't want to get married, though.
Well, true, but they may want to find somebody. But, so just because I got married don't mean I still don't have a heart for single people. So, if you know our history, our backstory, we met because of a singles mixer that, that was on my heart that I did. And that's how we connected. And after we did that, when we even got in a relationship, we had our second mixer, which was called New, which was actually my initials, but it was called New, which was a relationship mixer. And I had a panel of married couples, singles, and we had a good time, music, DJ, food, all that stuff. And so fret not, we getting back to that. And hopefully in next year that we can do our third mixer, because people have been asking about, people have inboxed me and say, hey girls, you doing, so people have inboxed me still to this day will ask me about the mixer. So
it was a good thing. You had the women, you had the guys, you had the panel, people talking, eating, and you socialize one another.
Yeah.
And now we doing this coordinated edit thing. Maybe the mixer will get bigger as it goes on.
Yeah.
And we have more people involved. But this one, the first two mixers, pretty successful. And,
you didn't go to the first one?
No, I didn't go to the first one. I'm just going by what you told me. But anywho, as I was saying, and hopefully we can get back to that, especially when all this other stuff kind of settle down with the world, and get back to it, because I know how it is to be single, especially when you dry. When your phone's dry, I'm the lowest point. When my phone was dry one time, then my boy said, man, me and my girl going to the movie, going on a date. You want to go? I said, I ain't nothing to do, so off the third wheel, man. I was sitting in the movie, eating popcorn, shaking my head. I said, I can't believe this, man. I forgot what movie it was, man. I was like, God, that's man, this is bleak, man. Me, a third wheel. Yes, it can happen. So, yeah. So I feel for you guys, I do.
Yeah, so, definitely, I still have a heart for singles. So, I want to see y'all win in love. If you want to forever be single, win in being single. So, if you don't know, we have a Facebook group called Status Up on Facebook. A Facebook group is private. But I'm sure if you type in Status Up, and what Status Up is basically upping your status. So if you're single and you desire to be married, upping your status. If you are married and you're divorced, you want to up your status, meaning even up your mindset and how you view relationships. So, we post in there about other people even posting. They probably posting there more than we do. Other people posting there about relationships. And then we have fun. We have humor. We have conversations, certain topics, and we get to talking about things. It seems like the men a little dry in the group.
Yeah, this group is, probably this video is more women heavy than men,
just like the group, because I posted something in there. It's like, where the men at? But you say something about child support, then they want to come in there and start talking.
Oh yes, we do. I even chime in. Yeah, man, kill the dog. Cause man, that child. Well, that's another whole video.
But if you're welcome to join. There's over 2,000 some people in there, So, but yeah, so still have a heart for singles. Still want to see people win in love, whatever your love looks like, whether it's married or just in a relationship. Still want to see you win. So that's what we want to do this video about. We want to get back to the basics of relationships, because people want to know about relationships. You may be stuck, but I'm telling you, you can definitely win. So hopefully we'll be doing more of these videos. But I try not to make it long, but it's long.
Anyway, all right. And one more thing.
That's why it's long. Okay, who was the one that was always talking all the time? Him. He the one that got 15,000 stories.
I'm just talking for the women, cause I do support the women. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want them to. I know most of the games of the men.
Get to it.
You know how we play. Anyway, women with kids. Make sure you before you even bring a man around your child. make sure that man is on the up and up, okay? Because some women, they bring a man around their child a little too soon for me, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you get to know that man before you bring around your child.
All right. On that note, you need to get a background check. That's another video. We'll talk about it. All right, you guys, on that note, we'll go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. And we will see you guys on the next video. Deuces.
Always put God first.